Hey, good morning. This is Miss Hughes from Kenansville Elementary. If you don't know, I teach 8th grade math and science there. Today is STEAMA Day at Kenansville Elementary, a virtual STEAMA Day. So I decided to do an experiment online and kind of introduce you to density. We are going to create fireworks in a class. You will hear me pause a lot during the video because I'm filming this outside and the traffic's kind of loud, and I kind of like it because it reminds me of the intercom going off in class, so we have to pause for the intercom, so you may see me pause for the traffic. But I hope you guys are having a great day. It's gorgeous outside. So let's get started. First off, I want to say density is it's almost a measure of the some people, well, it's kind of like the heaviness of a substance, and more closely, density is actually measuring how closely packed the molecules are in the substance. So the more packed the molecules are, the heavier the substance will be. You could take water, for instance. If you have water in the form of ice, and then you have the water in the form of a solid, if you put the ice in the water, the ice is going to float. And the reason why the ice is floating, is because the molecules are further away from each other because it's frozen. And of course, in the solid, the molecules are closer to each other. So we are going to use, so let's go ahead and continue this. The well, actually, we're going to use 3 substances here. We've got some water. This is just tap water, room temperature. I've got some oil. You can use pretty much any oil that you guys got at the house. Just tell your mom you're not going to use much. You only need like maybe 4 or 5 tablespoons of it, okay? Then you're going to need some food coloring. Try to get a variety of colors. You can get as many as you want to. Of course, I've got these 4 right here that we are going to use. And you're not going to use much of this either. You're only going to use like 5 or 6 drops of each color, okay? So, again, you're going to see fireworks. And I want you to think about density whenever you see this. So, sorry, you need something to measure with. A tablespoon. You're going to be measuring in tablespoons, and you're going to need another container to put your oil in. Before you put the water in, make sure this is completely clean before you put the water in. And of course, the container that you're using to put the oil in, make sure it is completely empty and completely dry and clean as well. So let's get started. So for the water, you're going to, for the oil, let's get some tablespoons here. Make sure your measurer is dry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 looks like it should be. You're going to be using this to something to stir with. I'm going to use this right here. So I don't want to lay this down on the counter because it's just got a lot of oil on it. So I'm going to lay it to the side over here. So in your container that you're putting the oil in, you're going to drop about 5 or 6 drops of food coloring. I'm going to start with the blue. So very gently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Allergies. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more because that's pink. It's pretty. It's actually kind of purple. Let's get these to the side because it looks like they're gathering at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to avoid getting it on the side of the cup, but if you do, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so do you see? Isn't that pretty? All right, so now we're going to stir it. What do you think is going to happen when we stir it? Let's find out. Don't stir it hard, just gently stir them. Let's take it out and look. Let's see what you got here. Y'all see that? It's still repelling. It is breaking up some, but look at them cute little bubbles. Let's go a little bit more. I want to break them up just a little bit more. All right, that looks good. Now we are ready to see the fireworks. So I'm going to take this cup right here. I'm going to raise this up so that we can all see it a little bit clearer. You don't have to do all this. I'm just doing this because I'm making the video. All right. Ready? Just keep watching. Isn't that peaceful? Now, if you're wondering why it's doing that, it is again because food coloring is water-based. So as the substances are settling, the oil is going to stay at the top because it is less dense than water. But the water-soluble food coloring is going to gravitate to the water because it's got the same density as the water. And then this food coloring will dissolve, or the elements that are making this food coloring are dissolving into the water. Isn't that cool? All right, I hope y'all have enjoyed this experiment. I would suggest that you go and try it yourself. Please don't give up if it doesn't work the first time. I will let you know that I tried this before I got it right. I tried it 4 times because the food coloring kept breaking up before I could get it to settle. It was so excited to get to that water that when I poured it in there, that food coloring would go straight to the water. So make sure after you get it stirred, while it's still stirred, then pour it in there. But anyway, experiment on your own. I want to challenge you a little bit too. Try this and see what happens if you're using cold water. Not ice water, but you can put ice in it, then take the ice out and then use that. And then try using warm water and see if that changes the outcome of the experiment. And remember, with any of these, in order to truly see what the experiment does, you have to try it more than once. Okay? I hope y'all have a beautiful day on this Friday. My 8th graders, I miss you guys so much. Beta, I miss you guys too. Again, I hope y'all have a great Friday, and I'll see you next week. Bye.